Struggling parents, I have a message for you. I was a struggling parent for many years, and this could literally save your life. You might have heard some of my other crazy stories, and I have lots of them. Child who's made our house insurance completely disown us, and sensory things and flour all over the house and floods. We have kids who've done crazy, crazy things. But this is the most incredible thing that ever happened to me. One time, I had 4 little kids at the time. My youngest was maybe a year, and I had like a 5.5, maybe he was 6 years old already, and a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And we were standing, it was like a nice Sunday or something, we were standing outside the house on the front lawn, and my son was trying to convince me, and I want to run to my friend's house, and it's only across the park, and I could go by myself. And I'm like, no, you're like 5 years old or 6 years old, you don't go by yourself. You have to wait until mommy goes in and gets all your sisters dressed, and then maybe we'll drive over, or maybe we'll walk, and we'll be ready soon. No, I want to go now. And I'm like, no, you can't go by yourself right now. Now, just to pause the story, I had like one of those perfect parents. Next door is my neighbor. I really liked my next door neighbor, and she was one of those like perfect parents. She was, I can't explain it. She had an amazing relationship with every single one of her kids. Her kids respected her. They listened to her. They looked to her with eyes of admiration. They wanted to please her. She was like an amazing parent. I mean, her husband was too, but I was just so impressed with my next door neighbor. Now, she happened to also be outside on the lawn. She was standing talking to her kids on her front lawn, right? And this whole thing is taking place. And my son's like, no, I want to go right now, and I can go by myself, and I can do what I want. And all of a sudden he goes, meh, 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 and he takes off. Now, I just literally had a 5, maybe he was 6, I think he was 6. I had a 6-year-old literally run away on me, like run away. And I mean, I knew where he was going to, but I was standing there like holding 3 toddlers. I don't even think I had my like shoes on, maybe I had slippers. I was like literally not dressed. I was holding a baby on my hip, and I had 2 toddlers like holding my skirt, and I'm thinking, oh no, what now? More than I wasn't worried that this was dangerous or anything, but I was worried. There was no streets, don't worry. I was worried that like my kid doesn't listen to me, and he does whatever he wants, and that is just not a good place to be in parenting. And I had this issue happening over and over and over and over again, like all day, every single day. My kids just didn't listen to me, and they did whatever they wanted. So of course I sheepishly like looked at my neighbor, and I'm like, morning, how are you? And she's like standing there, of course, watched this entire scene unfold, and my son run away. And I'm like, so, what now? Now, she did not laugh the whole thing off with me. She smiled and she says, well, you better do something. Don't do nothing. Now, she wasn't like about to tell me exactly what I need to do, because she didn't necessarily know. But she was telling me pretty wise words that literally changed my entire life. And the fact that my son ran away at that moment when she was standing there really was the best thing could possibly have happened to me as a mom, because those words had such an impact on me. Do something. Don't do nothing. If you do nothing, nothing changes. And the same thing keeps happening over and over and over again. I know, because that's exactly what was happening in my house. I did nothing when my kids misbehaved or didn't listen, because I didn't know what to do, and then nothing changed. And they would just do it again, and I would get frustrated again, or just put my hands up and go, what do I do? Or call my husband saying, come home and deal with them right now. Like, I didn't know what to do, so I did nothing. And that just literally was like one of those moments, like one of those moments you have in your life where like everything just becomes clear. It was clear to me at that moment that I needed to change what I was doing. I had no idea how to do it, but I was going to learn, because these little kids are looking up to me. I'm their mother. I'm the one who's supposed to take care of them, direct them in life, help them grow up with manners and be good people. I'm the one they're looking to for life's direction, for life's advice. So if I didn't know what to do, I better learn fast. And that's literally what I spent the next, decade doing. I took like every parenting course out there. I read like every book. I interviewed other mothers. I saw professionals. I really worked on developing like a whole system. And you know what? Not every single tool works with every kid. And some tools work better than others with my family. But I developed a system to really make that like my kids have an amazing relationship with me, but they also listen to me and they respect me. And I feel like I finally got to like where that next door neighbor was. That's what I wanted. Like my kids shouldn't just do like literally, that was so embarrassing. You know those moments when your child is saying crazy things at you in the supermarket and having a temper tantrum and screaming and throwing things and you're like, oh, this is embarrassing. But you know what? I learned from that. Do something. Don't do nothing. If you got one thing out of this video, it's do something. Don't do nothing. If you're struggling, then do something about it. Learn. There are so many resources. You can come over to Miracle Maker Mom. We have a 10-day challenge to help. It's called Mischief Managed. We have a course. We have amazing resources that can really help you. That I myself have like made a complete change and turnaround in my own life and my parenting. And now I have 8 kids and like I have an amazing relationship with them. And I'm back at that where that neighbor is that I wanted to be. So my advice to you is to do something. If you do nothing, nothing changes. I guarantee it. Do something. Don't do nothing.